So Arden, when it comes to families trying to unify around a loved one, there can be communication breakdowns, and relationships obviously can get very strained in these difficult times. So how much of your work tends to focus on the family unit rather than the apparent issue itself?
It's an interesting question. The way our firm addresses the family unit is we typically divide communication between two professionals. So one person is working with what we call the IP, the identified person who has the diagnosis, addiction, mental health issue, and a different person is often working with the family members. And we do that to address just what you've discussed, which is the family dynamics around these issues make communication very hard. And it's not just the challenges that two parents may have with a son who's using marijuana. It may be, in fact, that mom and dad have very different opinions about how do we address this issue. And the biggest thing we have learned is that if the same person is working with the whole family unit, there are a lot of different agendas that are in place. An example might be, and this is actually a true story, we had a coach working with a 15-year-old who had a marijuana issue years ago. And he was the same coach who was trying to coach the mom on what consequences should be imposed if this individual tested positive for marijuana. So you can imagine the 15-year-old's reaction to having someone who's trying to build rapport with them turn around and then tell the mom, well, now you should take away the car keys, or you should limit his allowance. And so what we've learned from that is that it's important to try and distinguish the two. And I would say a good portion of our time, better than 50%, is spent trying to get the family unified about the approach they're going to take with their loved one. Because a quick way to have any type of interventional strategy or long-term support fall apart is if the individual who has the diagnosis gets the sense that one person wants one thing and a different person wants something else.
And there's a way out.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Thank you.